Alright, hey guys, what's up? So I want to take a moment here to talk about this little guy and kind of my experience with the Wii U and pretty much my weird relationship with this device. Once it was officially announced, I thought it was kind of a curiosity. I thought it was kind of interesting that there was a second screen and you could do things with the screen that you couldn't do with other systems. I know there was games like The Division and other things like that that were talking about second screen connectivity that you did with your phone or other things like that. So I thought it was interesting that the Wii U came packed with a second screen device. The controller was a second screen device. I thought the technology was kind of curious. Now, I wasn't even thinking about getting one because I've never owned a Nintendo product while they've actually been the current product. The Wii U came out, I messed around with it a little bit. I was like, yeah, it's kind of interesting. It had some interesting games, like I thought Zombie U was interesting. I thought that the map systems with like Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed and things like that were interesting. And it wasn't until that ridiculous thing came up to where Walmart said they would start price matching. And then people are going to Walmart and getting, PlayStation 4s for $100 because of fake listings on Amazon. It was that same time the Sears, they posted a listing of a Wii U for, was it 89? Was it 79? I can't remember. It was something really low like that. And they posted a Wii U for. So I was like, well, that's interesting. So I got my phone and I went up to Walmart and I ended up getting a Wii U with them matching the Sears price. And we all know later on that day that the Kotaku wrote an article and there was all this other stuff that it ended up being a mistake and all those other things. So I just happened to luck out and went to Walmart while the ad was still active or whatever you call it to get that. So basically I got the Wii U initially for ridiculously cheap, cheaper than what anybody else was selling it for or what it was retailing for. So that was peculiar and weird already. Now something another oddity about that. So I got it and then after I started looking around online, I saw that the bundle that I got was the Super Mario Brothers U version. And I was like, well, this is kind of cool, but I'd much rather have Super Mario 3D World. And then I got to looking on, eBay, Amazon, and that kind of thing. I thought it would be cheaper to buy Brothers Wii U separately than it would be to buy World Wii U, so, or World 3D U, whatever it was called. So when I got the Wii U, I originally got it as a Christmas present for myself from Tori. I just told her, I said, look, it's $60, $70, $80, I can't remember what it was, but look, this is how much it is, so just we'll wrap it up, put it under a tree, that'll be your Christmas present to me. So we wrap it up, we put it under a tree. It was like a week later, that's when I started looking and whatever. So I was like, whatever. So I unwrap it and I go to Walmart and I ask them if I can do an exchange from one version to the other version. And they granted me the exchange. And what was really funny was while we were waiting in line, she was saying like, oh, we're running a promotion that for any Wii U hardware sale, you get, it was like a $50 gift card or something like that. And so I was like, no, it's not necessary. I'm just doing an exchange. She was like, well, when I ring up the exchange, I have to refund the other one and then process a new purchase for this one. So it just comes up. So she's like, I mean, it just does it. I don't have any choice. So I'm like, well, whatever. So she gives me the gift card. So it then ended up being that the Wii U ended up costing like $10 after that. So I just turned around and went and bought Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze with the gift card. And so the entire situation of how I acquired a Wii U was so weird, so crazy, so zany with all these things going on. I really didn't build up much of my library. I mean, I got I got Zombie, of course. I got Donkey Kong. I got all the Mario games. But and there were still games that I was wanting to check out, but I just didn't go out and buy because I just wasn't really sure how they would perform. Most notably, like the Call of Duty games. I'm not a huge Call of Duty fan, but I was intrigued by the second screen experience. But anyway, so I was watching this video here a while back, and someone was talking about hacking the Wii U and how easy it is. So I was like, wait a minute. So I started doing some research. I saw how easy it is to hack the Wii U. So it was probably about in February. It was the end of January, the beginning of February, I started doing this. So I went and I bought a 2 gig hard drive and plugged it up to the Wii U. And I downloaded the entire Wii U library off of some application and loaded that up on the external hard drive. And so basically, so I acquired Wii U ridiculously cheap. I got a $50 gift card out of an exchange, which made it even more cheaper. And then basically I went and I just made it into a piracy device and downloaded all the games for it. So it's like all these situations floating around this console is just so weird. It's been unlike any other gaming experience I've had before or after. It's just been really zany. So that's basically my story about acquiring the Wii U. I really enjoyed the system after spending a lot of time, especially after downloading the library and getting more acquainted with some more of the quote-unquote sleeper hits. There's actually a lot of really cool titles for the system. And I would definitely recommend the multi-plats to be played on it, like Need for Speed, Call of Duty, the Assassin's Creed, trying to think of some other ones, but pretty much all the AAA third-party, not Dead Space, the other one that's in space, Mass Effect. Pretty much all those games I thought were really exceptional on the Wii U. Yeah, the graphics aren't there. The graphics aren't, super stellar. But, whatever. The experience to me, that I could get a second screen experience with those games is far and above what I could get on anything else. Like Watch Dogs, how I could just use a stylus and plot GPS coordinates on the GPS device and go right there. It was really fluid experience. Like with Grand Theft Auto, I got to bounce to the map, I got to bounce to this and bounce to that and go around. With Watch Dogs, while I'm driving, I could just plot the stylus and go zoom, plot, doom, and then I'm still driving, and then I just start following the GPS coordinates. It's a really, really exceptional experience, and something I wish that the Wii U would have kept on going because, not even myself, not even been able to experience that whenever it was in its prime, because I didn't start getting that until they were full on, Switch. We're doing the Switch. So I went out and got the Switch and got a few games on the Switch, but I've, now I'm getting more acquainted with the Wii U library. I'm going back and I'm buying more titles from the Wii U because I'm like, wow, there's a lot of really incredible hits on this console that they should have communicated the benefits of the console more to the consumer. If the average consumer knew that, I could play Watch Dogs on the Wii U with the GPS fully functioning on my gamepad, I think a lot of people would have flocked to that system knowing the benefits of the Wii U. Nintendo failed at communicating the benefits, and we all know the rest of the story. But if you have any way to get a Wii U on the cheap, I definitely recommend getting one. Since this is a dead console now, it's kind of weird to spend $300 for one. But if you have any way to get one on the cheap, I would highly recommend it. There's some great games on it, and there's some great experiences with AAA multi-platform games that you can only get that type of experience on the Wii U because of the second screen interactivity. But that's all I'm going to say. I guess thanks for watching the video, and peace out.